Twitch is making some big moves in 2023, and they should be, because there's some huge competitors making waves in the streaming industry, such as Kick, which is offering insane revenue and sub splits. And so it's about time that Twitch is being pushed into, hey, we've got to innovate, we've got to do some new stuff. And they are. In TwitchCon Paris that happened recently, Twitch announced some really big features that I think are going to kind of change the game when it comes to streaming platforms. So in this video, we're going to take a look at these brand new features, why they're so important, and how it's going to change the game for streamers across the board. Hey, it's EagleGarrett from the future. Was that enough of a dramatic pause? Guys, as we're taking a look at some of the brand new features that Twitch is bringing that's going to make streaming on Twitch and Twitch as a platform so much better this year in 2023, I wanted to share with you guys a feature that one of our sponsors of this video, Epidemic is bringing to their platform that makes taking clips from Twitch and, basically clips or video in general and finding music, the perfect soundtrack for those clips, even easier. So let me dive in and take a look at that with you guys real quick and show you what I'm talking about, because this is a brand new feature that's going to help you just like these features on Twitch will when they get released. Now, if you're not familiar with Epidemic Sound is a music website that provides copyright-free music, over 40,000 tracks and 90,000 sound effects that are copyright-free that you can use for your content creation, whether it be Twitch clips or YouTube videos or whatever. But this new feature that I wanted to share with you is called Sync to Video. And if you go down here in the right-hand corner of, Epidemic Sound and you click on this Sync to Video button, you can drag in a file. We're going to do a Valorant clip here I got a while back. Open that up here. And then I'm going to actually just hit sound match right here in the bottom right hand corner. And as I do, it's going to go through their entire library of music and it's going to find a bunch of tracks that they think would go good with this clip. Once it finds a bunch of different tracks, we'll take a look and we'll say, let's try this one right here. Let's see what this one's like. And I'll hit play. Yep, he did. And you'll notice that found an excellent track that kind of went along with the video itself. So this brand new feature right here is absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love the fact that they've brought this, and it makes finding sound effects and music tracks for your videos so much easier. So if you guys are interested in Epidemic Sound, I've got a link in the description of this video. Make sure you check it out. And if you do, you can get a month free trial and try out Epidemic Sound today. It is completely, no strings attached. So try it out, see if you like it, and if you do, you might have found the perfect solution for all of your copyright-free music needs. But now let's go back in time to the rest of this video and learn more about all the features coming to Twitch. Now, when TwitchCon Paris took place, one of the first things they did during the opening ceremony is share a lot of the new features coming this year or before the end of this year in 2023 that they were really excited about. What I've done is I've gone through and watched that entire discussion and picked out my 8 favorite things that they're bringing to Twitch. And these things I think are going to be the most revolutionary, create some of the most well-rounded content experiences for creators on Twitch. So I wanted to share these with you guys and then get your thoughts in the comment section about these features. Which ones are you most excited about? Which ones have you been waiting for forever? Which ones are you like, that doesn't even matter to me? Would you trade all of these features just to have better revenue share with Twitch? I mean, I'd like to know that too. So while you're watching this video, as you go through, kind of keep a list of what your thoughts are about each of these things. Now, the first 2 things that I want to share with you are some of the smaller features. And like I said, I kind of picked out my 8 favorite things. So there are other features they talked about, but these were the best things in my opinion. I would recommend going and watching that entire live stream, but we're going to take some of the clips of some of these features out and we're going to talk about them today. One of the very first ones that I want to mention is actually over here on Twitch chat. And this is, they've built in alerts for channel points, or they're going to build in alerts for channel points. Now, you may be, asking, well, what does that mean? Well, if you will remember, just recently, Twitch has released built-in alerts on their platform. So you can go and set up all of your alerts on Twitch and not have to use a third-party source, at least for most things. They still don't have alerts for like PayPal donations, so you're still going to have to use some third-party alerts for those. But in this new feature, one of the things that I, as well as many other creators, have been talking about is why not build in channel point alerts? And so if you go down to the bottom left-hand corner of, chat, you'll see that you've got these channel points right here. And if you click on this, it'll show all the rewards that are being offered by a streamer, right? But when somebody, for instance, on my stream, when somebody redeems a hydrate, I haven't used a third-party, platform to put an alert up on the stream saying somebody redeemed a hydrate. So really, I just have to watch my activity feed and see when something like this comes in. But Twitch is now going to be adding alerts to the channel point system. So I can set up an alert to go off if somebody redeems a hydrate, which means I just drink water on stream. When they redeem that, I can have some animation play or a sound effect or something, and then I know, hey, it's time to drink some water, right? And so this is a huge feature because now instead of having to go off platform in order to get this type of functionality, which we've had to do, and like myself, I haven't ever taken the time to go set up because it's a little bit more complicated, and I just, it's like, well, I'll get around to it someday. Now it's built in, it's super easy, and it's integrated. And one of the comments that they made was that every time they release a new feature that has a need for alerts, that they're going to try and also release the alert feature as well as that new feature. So when the new feature comes out, it'll also have alert functionality right when it's released, which I think is awesome. And I think the built-in alert system is great. The only recommendation I would have is Twitch, please go ahead and add alerts for PayPal donations and other, money collection services, because streamers are still going to use those and they're going to have to go off platform anyway. If you will build it into Twitch and people don't have to go off platform for alerts for everything, then it'll just change the game. They'll be far ahead of any other platform when it comes to that type of system. Now, another feature that was kind of a small feature, but it's actually something that I've personally been wanting because I can never remember, is an addition to their stream events feature within Twitch. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. This is a new feature that they've added. It's called Stream Events. You can find it over here under your settings. And under settings, there's channel, and then from channel, there's stream events. And what this does is basically give you an event that takes place every year. And right now, all they've had accessible is your affiliate or your partner anniversary. So whenever you got Twitch affiliate or you got Twitch partner, it will show you when that next anniversary is coming around. And this is great because this reminds me and gives me a heads up beforehand, and it'll even ask you, do you want to schedule something, an event for your community, some kind of celebration. I think this is awesome. But one of I think one of the biggest anniversaries you can celebrate is the birth of your stream, the very first time you went live. So I've always wondered why they didn't add, a streamiversary notification. Why is it only my partner notification, right? So Twitch has gone a step further and said, hey, we're going to go ahead and add not only your stream birthday, but we'll also allow you to add your personal birthday. So if you want to do a birthday stream every year, if you want to add the, the first day that you ever stream during the year, it will remind you of that as well. This is kind of a quality of life improvement, but I love this because it allows you to plan and schedule events and kind of, make a big deal about them with your community so that everybody can get together. You can schedule fun things to do. And it just makes it very simple without you having to remember or go check somewhere or, set up calendar reminders or things like that. So a small feature, but it's one that I've been wanting personally, and I thought it was a cool addition. Now for these next features, I'm going to go ahead and put my earbuds on because we're going to watch some Twitch clips from the TwitchCon Paris together. And these will be the announcements of some of these bigger features that we're going to go over. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at what they had in the announcements here.
We have also made investments into the Ads Manager, which allows streamers to schedule ads that work with their content. In other words, making ads easier to manage. One problem we want to solve is helping streamers know when an ad break is about to run. Streamers can already see an ad countdown timer in the dashboard, but it needs to be more convenient.
Which I definitely agree with this. I have one on my dashboard and I try to look over at it, but I will tell you that this feature has actually been added to Twitch already that he's getting ready to show. Not in its full, most robust form, but it is there, and it does make a world of difference knowing when an ad is playing for your community. So check this out.
To put more control in your hands, we're introducing the chat countdown timer. This optional feature will show streamers precisely when an ad is coming up, with options to snooze or pull ahead. Maybe you're in the middle of a cutscene or a boss fight, and
I'll tell you right now, when this pops up in your chat, this has been happening for us. When this pops up in your chat, I mean, you see it, right? You see it because you're focused on your chat most of the time. This is a great feature because now you don't have to look over at your dashboard at another place. You can also clean up your dashboard a little bit by, eliminating the need for that feature or that plugin on the dashboard. This is a very, 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 I don't know, just a big quality of life improvement because ads are so annoying on Twitch as it is. So I'm glad that they're taking steps in the right direction to try to alleviate some of that annoyance.
The last thing you want at that moment is for an ad to interrupt you. With this chat countdown timer, you'll have the information you need to make the right calls for your community. This feature is coming this month to Ads Manager.
And like I said, it's already been added on my Twitch chat, so I think this is out for most people. I'm not sure, but either way, the fact that it is available is very, very cool. So they're adding an ads chat timer, which is awesome. This is just going to help you have a little bit more control over what's happening, and that way you can skip ads if there's something going on in your stream you don't want the community to miss. But it also shows that Twitch is cognizant, at least a little bit, of how frustrating the ads experience is, and they're taking steps to try to make it better. That's a good sign. As long as they don't stop there, but they make it even better and better and better, continue to progress. Now, the next thing that they announced, which I think is a huge thing, is how ads are going to work when it comes to like raids and when it comes to new viewership and things like that. Here's what they said.
This comes down to 3 objectives. Ads that make streamers more money while being less interruptive and easier to manage. Every ads update we make serves one or more of those needs. In April, we rolled out the updated ads incentive program, which enables streamers to earn 55% net revenue on ads. That's more money in your pockets. We've introduced new ad formats, like this display ad, which are less intrusive for viewers. Viewers don't see pre-rolls during raids anymore, and they increasingly won't see pre-rolls if they're brand new to your channel.
That what he just said right there, that's what I'm talking about. That is huge. So first of all, I want to say I love the the ads, like the frame border ads around your stream so that it doesn't interrupt the stream. I think Twitch should very much push for that direction, and even maybe work with I don't know if there's a way for them to work with Google AdSense or something to include Google AdSense on that border type of ad environment. I think that is much better than just cutting in video ads like they've been doing. And if there's a way for them to capitalize on that, I think that's a great, alternative to just playing 3 minutes of ads an hour. But the other thing he said is that they're going to increase reduce the amount of ads that play when you get raided. So when new viewers come over from a raid, they're not going to get pre-roll ads or ads in general, even if I'm assuming even if the ad is playing, which would be fantastic, because even just the other day we got raided, everybody came in on the exact moment I had a minute and a half ad playing. And so they had to wait a minute and a half to talk to me. It kills the hype. It kills the engagement from a raid. So if they will, make sure that new viewers don't get ads when if they're coming in on a raid, that's going to be massive. And then also they're constantly working to reduce pre-roll ads or ads when new viewers come over to the channel. If they can really, really, really do this, like when a new viewer comes in, if they can, even if a pre-roll ad is running or an ad in general is running, if they can have a delay before that person gets an ad. So let's say add a 5 or 10 minute delay so a person can come into a stream, watch the stream, and if they hang around for 5 or 10 minutes, then they get an ad, even if they came in on an ad for everyone else in the chat. If there's a way for them to do that, that would be brilliant. It would alleviate this whole, annoying, like I'm going to look for a stream and every time I click on one, I get hit with pre-roll ads. It would take care of that problem very easily. So Twitch is a step in the right direction. Make sure that new viewers, when they come in, they're not getting an ad for 5 to 10 minutes. Have some kind of timer on that. But that's a great addition. It's going to make the experience a lot better.
Overall, the number of pre-roll ads on Twitch has declined globally by 35%, and will keep reducing that number further.
He said they'll keep reducing that number further. Huge, huge.
These changes are making ads less interruptive to discovery.
And you notice everybody clapped on that one. Like if you watch this entire opening ceremony and these announcements, there weren't many things that people clapped for, but it was when they were talking about reducing ads and things like that, that's when people got excited. So you can tell what the overall desire and the overall feeling from all Twitch streamers is right now. that the ads thing has to get fixed. Now, another thing that they mentioned during TwitchCon Paris is that they're going to make the clips editor and making clips an easier, more robust process. So this is an exciting thing because right now it's pretty limited, but they are trying to implement, more features for vertical content and things like that. So here's what they said about making clips easier.
Clips are a great way to give new viewers a feel for you and your community, but we need to do more to make clipping easier, and we need to do more with them. So far this year, we've invested in tooling to help you make and share your clips more easily. Back in May, we made it possible to natively edit your clips into a vertical format, and then to export them directly to YouTube.
Which this was a brilliant move, by the way. This does alleviate. There's a lot of third-party, websites out there and stuff that will do this. The fact that Twitch gives you it built in is brilliant, but it was limited. A lot of people had problems with it, so some of these third-party options are still much better. But let's just keep listening.
In August, I'm excited to share, we'll be supporting direct exports to TikTok as well. Helping you get your content out onto socials with minimal effort is a win for all streamers. So we'll be adding several more features to the clip editor, including trimming functionality and the ability to grant access to video editors.
So you can trim, you'll be able to trim finally, like actually be able to go in and adjust what is shown. And they're going to also give you access to editors, so you could give an editor access to your clips. They could go in and collect them for you, and it'll just basically make the whole process much easier.
Last year, we brought you downloads on mobile. This year, we're adding Clip Editor to mobile as well.
And it's going to be available on mobile. Massive.
And we're not done. You can expect more updates to the Clip Editor in the near future.
And that's when he said that. That's what I'm wondering, like, how feature rich are they going to make this? If they make it really feature rich, where you don't have to go off platform to edit clips or edit vertical content for TikTok and YouTube Shorts and stuff, that's going to be a massive win for Twitch, because it will make, if it makes content creation easier, especially for people who want to be streamers, if it makes the process of being a streamer easier by alleviating how much frustration most streamers have whenever they're trying to make other forms of content just in order to grow on Twitch, then it makes Twitch a much more viable and appealing platform for people, because now you don't have to go and go through all these, different platforms in order to create content, when in reality, most Twitch streamers really just want to focus on streaming. So that's big time stuff. Now, this next feature that we're getting ready to talk about is probably one of the biggest features and most requested features Twitch has had for years. I know myself, as well as many others, have been saying Twitch needs to do what we're about to talk about. When Twitch brings this to their platform, it is going to change the face of Twitch forever, especially if they implement it correctly. Let's watch this, and then we can talk about it.
Why not make better use of clips on Twitch itself? I'm excited to announce the Discovery feed on Twitch. The Discovery feed will be a scrollable feed in the app that shows users a personalized mix of clips. If a scrollable feed of bite-sized, funny, hype, heartfelt moments sounds familiar, that's because it's the year 2023 and you own a phone.
Which is true. Literally, they should have been working on this a couple of years ago, but Twitch has finally caught up, and they've said, you know what, let's go ahead and add a way for you to browse clip content. So content you produce while you're live, you can now browse the funniest moments, see the streamers that have made those moments, and then you can go directly. If you'll notice back here in the background, he's been showing the what it will look like, and these are clips, and then you can click on the clip or click on the person and go straight to their live feed. This is huge, you guys. This is huge, because now people can get an idea of who's out there, what they're doing, and discovery will shoot through the roof. Again, if it's implemented correctly, if the algorithm can get clips to the right people, all that sort of thing. But this is massive, because there's no other streaming platform right now that is utilizing this type of functionality, except for maybe YouTube, right? And YouTube has some of this built in, but it's not going to be the same ecosystem that Twitch has. Twitch is in a unique position because Twitch clips are so popular, and they've been utilized on every other platform, but not Twitch. Now there's a purpose for getting clips. There's a purpose for your community making clips, and there's a purpose for you going in and actually editing those clips and making them, trimming them down and doing all that sort of thing, because now it could bring new viewers into your stream. So when this comes out, it's going to finally make Twitch a discoverable platform, at least somewhat, where you don't have to put as much content out on other platforms. You'll still want to, but it won't be such a a make it or break it necessity, if you know what I mean.
Sometimes a good idea is just a good idea. But I want to be clear. Twitch is all about live, interactive channels. So viewers spending hours in a clip feed is not our goal. Our focus is to help viewers discover your channel so they join you and your community when you stream. Instead of getting viewers to watch more and more clips, we want them to watch more and more streamers. So we're going to choose the clips we show based on how likely they are to bring new viewers to your channel.
Which I agree with that, right? Twitch is a live stream platform. You don't want Twitch to turn into TikTok. It's not the play, but you want the clips to be usable for discovery. So I think that's a good mentality for them to take on it.
We'll be launching the discovery feed later this fall.
So the discovery feed is coming in the fall, as he just mentioned. And I think this is one of the biggest dubs Twitch has had in a while. Now, we've talked about the discovery feed, which is awesome. Super excited for that. It's going to be one of the biggest, updates that Twitch has had in a while. But there's also another huge update, which I think is brilliant. And I've thought about this a little bit, but it's not something that I really kind of wrapped my brain around until they talked about it in the TwitchCon opening ceremony. So check out this next feature because it is going to be awesome.
You should be able to easily reach your entire community reliably anytime you like.
And I agree with that. This is one of the things. Back in the day, they used to have like an update feed or something like that way back in the day on Twitch, where you could like type out updates and kind of leave posts on your channel. There's always been a need for you to be able to communicate with your followers. The problem is Twitch doesn't have any functionality for that anymore. So people go to Twitter, they go to Instagram, they go to all these different places, and they update their community there, maybe in their Discord. But it requires you to update all your followers and your subs on a different platform, which is just not intuitive. So I'm excited they're talking about this. This is huge.
And as streamers, communicating with video is your bread and butter.
Yep.
So in the coming months, we're excited to bring the stories format directly to Twitch.
Twitch stories, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, dude.
What is unique about Twitch stories is its reach and who you can connect to. You'll be able to directly update your stories to all your followers.
Look. So this looks a lot like stories on Instagram or anywhere else for that matter. Like this is basically all it is, right? And it shows, you can see right up here, it shows this story was posted 2 hours ago. So your community can see a quick little update that doesn't have to be super professional, just straight from your phone telling them, hey, we're going live today, or we're going to be an hour late, or hey, no stream today, this is what I'm doing. And you can communicate. People can check on you directly. You can keep people updated and not have to go off platform, not have to turn your Twitter feed into just a I'm going live feed, not have to turn your Instagram stories into just I'm going live. It can be done right on Twitch, which is massive.
Or to subs only.
And you can, did you hear that? You can do it to followers or to subs only. So you can also produce extra content or extra, benefit to your subs by giving them a little bit more behind the scenes content as well. So you can make this a benefit of, people subbing to your channel.
Posting to subs only with exclusive content like photos and videos or polls is a great way to add even more value to subscriptions to your channel. And it will give you the ability to reach 100% of your followers guaranteed with one post.
100% of your followers guaranteed with one post. That is massive. All right. That means whenever you post a story on Twitch, every one of your followers, if they look at their stories feed, will be able to see that, will be able to view it. Now, whether they choose to click on it or not, I mean, who knows? But I think that not only will this allow you to give updates directly to your community a lot easier, this is also going to produce a new form of content on Twitch, which they're not actually, I don't think people have even really thought about yet, or maybe they have, but they didn't present it in this, kind of announcement. But this is going to be where streamers, when they're offline, when you're on vacation, when you are traveling, when you're doing something else, maybe you can't stream in a day, you can still produce content that day and keep your followers or your subs up to date with what's going on, and produce a little behind the scenes content, which will build a stronger bond between you and your community, a stronger connection. People can get to know you a little bit better. If you're sitting there thinking about something, you can share that thought without having to be live 24/7. Now, you're still going to want to go live, of course, but this is a whole new type of content because Twitch being a live streaming platform, the only content that's available on Twitch besides VODs, the only real content that people go to Twitch for anyway is for the live streams to communicate with their favorite streamers. When that streamer's not live though, this still gives you a way to communicate with your followers, right? This is massive. I think this is going to be so much bigger on Twitch and probably a better implementation of this feature than on any other platform because of the nature of what Twitch is. So I'm really, really excited about this, and I've always wanted something like this. Right now, I will go to Instagram, and every time I go live, I'll go to Instagram and post a story because I know it's going to delete in 24 hours. Just saying, hey guys, we're live. I tell a dad joke, you know, because I'm a dad. Why not, right? We tell a little dad joke, add a little bit of, punny humor to the day. But then we say, hey, we're live on Twitch. Come hang out with us, right? Now, I can do the same thing directly on Twitch, and, you know, it's way more of my followers than my much smaller amount of followers that are over on Instagram. Right? I'm not a huge Instagram guy, so most of my followers on my Twitch stream are on my Twitch stream, right? So all of them are. So anyway, I think this is a huge feature. Besides the discovery feed that we just watched, I think this is one of the biggest features they announced.
Having stories on Twitch means no extra effort needed to share your offline content with your community. Whether you're traveling, spending a few days at TwitchCon, or just going about your day, you'll finally be able to reliably communicate with all of your subs and followers, which is something we hear you might be looking for of late. Your stories will naturally expire after 24 hours, but they'll be archived on Twitch for you to use later.
So the stories are also going to be archived, so if you need to use them, you can also go back and grab them from later, even though they delete from the stories feed in 24 hours. That is huge. That is huge. So if you had a great story, you still have access to that great story for future content or including it in you know, a video in the future or whatever. So I think that is massive. Stories I think is going to be huge, but there's one other feature I wanted to talk about in this video, and that is something called streaming together, which is being added to their guest star ecosystem, which is where you can pull people onto the stream and things like that. I'm really, really excited about this, and I cannot wait for you guys to see what they say in this video.
Today, we're excited to share that streaming together is the latest feature being added to Guest Star. You can be live on your channel, and your guests can be live on theirs, meaning everyone has more opportunity to grow.
Now, I want to point out, look at this. This person is live, and this person is live at the exact same time, but they are a guest star on each other's channel, which this is going to make some really fun content, some really fun gaming experiences. You can actually pull multiple streamers onto your stream if you're all gaming together. So not just doing a mutual stream like they've had, or a squad stream like they've had set up where like it'll do it on Twitch itself, but you can actually bring the other people onto your stream and you can be on their stream and you can create entire types of content, which will also make creating, you know, YouTube content or YouTube videos out of this content much easier as well.
I'm excited to share that streamers at all levels, partners, affiliate, and everyone will be able to stream together with Guest Star.
That's awesome.
With this update, up to 5 streamers can join forces, all while live from their own channels. Whether you want to get your crew together for D&D night, whether you want to discuss the latest gaming news, or whatever else you have in mind, you'll be able to do that with Guest Star. When streaming together, you can add your collaborator's video feed to your stream, while all using your own alerts and your own stream interactions, and it will be easy for viewers to see which streamers you're collaborating with and to follow them without ever leaving your channel.
Huge, dude. Huge. This is going to make so many different types of content possible, and I haven't really played around with Guest Star too much myself on Twitch, but I have noticed that when I've looked into it, the feature set that it has gives me a lot of creative ideas that I want to start implementing in the future. This right here takes it to the next level. So I think that streaming together is going to be a big addition to Twitch, and there's not a lot of other platforms out there that offer this type of functionality. So again, when you look at all these things that we've just talked about that they announced during TwitchCon Paris, I think you start to see a picture of Twitch saying we want to become a fully featured ecosystem of streaming, you know, features. And this is something that people have been complaining about for a little while. Twitch hasn't done a lot of extra innovation in these ways. So these announcements all coming at the same time, I think were pretty big, and it makes me really excited for the future of Twitch again, because it shows that they really are thinking about ways to make the platform kind of undeniably the best place to stream for all different types of content and all different types of, you know, creation that people are going to be doing with their content. Anyway, guys, I want to share this with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments of, oh, you know, what are you most excited about? What do you think are the biggest features coming? Are you excited about all of these? Are some of them just kind of bleh to you? Are there some things you wish would be announced that weren't? Obviously, we all want better sub splits and things like that. Hopefully, Twitch will get there. I also think Twitch could add their own version of PayPal and just take the same exact revenue share that PayPal uses and make it much more appealing for streamers in the future to use their system rather than PayPal, but that's a whole different video. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button for me, and of course the subscribe button and the notification bell to know when videos like this go live. You can find me personally live on Twitch at twitch.tv/EagleGarrett. I would love to chat with you over there, so swing on by. You can also join our Discord at discord.gg/flock. We got the entire Flock community over there, which we would love to see you be a part of. In addition to all these, you can find me on all the social medias. Links for everything down in the description of this video. But until the next video, as always, rock on, peace out, God bless, and last but not least, oh, here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Blues are so close to victory!
Oh, baby! Right in the face with the explosive arrow, dude. Heck yeah!